Hey friends, welcome back to Just Read a Book. I am Jess, and today I am super excited to bring you guys this video because this is our official trip announcement. If you've been around for a little while and you've been watching my other vlogs, my vlogs have been kind of all over the place lately, but if you've seen my most recent vlogs, you have heard me talk about the trip that we are going on. If you're new around here, a little kind of backstory is that my husband is a kidney transplant patient. He is going to be needing to have his thyroid out. That's kind of a separate issue, but he's a kidney transplant patient currently on the kidney transplant list. And he's going to be starting dialysis soon, and so we decided to take one last trip this year. So today's video is going to be a little bit of a trip announcement, talking about our itinerary, showing you guys a little bit of a haul of the things that we have been accumulating, and then a little bit of a packing vlog. So I'm super excited because it is officially time. I cannot believe that the time is already here. We started planning this trip about a month and a half ago, and at the time it seemed like so far away, but the time has gone by so fast. 2025 itself has gone by so fast. But our trip is finally here. We leave, today is Thursday, December 3rd, and we leave on Saturday the 6th, or Saturday the 4th. Today's the 4th, actually. Today's Thursday, November 4th. So we leave Saturday, like I said. I'm really excited. I have talked a little bit about the trip in my previous videos, like I said, but I don't think I've actually done like a full kind of like itinerary. So I'm excited to share that with you guys and just to have the opportunity to yap about our trip and tell you guys all about it. So I'm very excited because we're going to get to how many times, take a shot every time I say excited in this video, because I'm going to basically be bringing you guys along on this trip with us. So like I said, today's video is going to be a little bit of everything. This is going to be kind of starting the first video in this series. We're going to talk about the itinerary. So this is again kind of serve as like the official trip announcement. I'll talk about the itinerary, show you guys some of the things that we have hauled recently for the trip, and then show you guys some of our packing. Usually I do like a separate packing vlog, but I think this time I'm just going to kind of keep everything together in one, just to make everything a little bit easier, and so that we can get right into the fun of the actual trip. So in case you didn't see those previous videos, and in case I don't think I've really said in this video what we're doing. We are going to be going to Florida. We are going to spend 2 days in Florida, and then we are doing a Disney cruise, which I'm so excited about. So I will tell you guys more about the cruise itself, where we're going, all those things. So yeah, let's talk about our itinerary, and kind of the order of the videos that you guys are going to be seeing and how I am going to bring you guys along with us. So first of all, some kind of general information. So like I said, we're going to Florida. We're going to be flying into Fort Lauderdale Airport. We're going to be in Fort Lauderdale for 2 days, and then during that time, we're going to be seeing my grandparents, both sides of my grandparents. My maternal grandparents, I have both my grandparents, thank God, and then on my paternal side, I just have my paternal grandmother. So luckily, I only grew up with 3 grandparents. My biological grandfather on my dad's side, I didn't really know as a kid, so I'm very lucky that I saw all 3 of my grandparents. I want to take this opportunity to see all of them. If you haven't watched my vlogs before, then you may not know that my grandfather has had cancer in previous years, and then this year his cancer came back. He has been doing some kind of like experimental treatments. My mom was actually in Florida for about 5 months helping take care of him. She's back now because he's doing very well. The tumor that he had, the mass he had, has actually shrunk with this treatment, and he's doing very well, which is amazing, and we are super grateful. He is 85 years old, so for him to have survived and to be doing so well through another bout of cancer is amazing and such a blessing. So getting to go on this trip and getting to see my grandfather during this time is a huge answered prayer. I've been praying for an opportunity to get to see him sometime this year for months, and I honestly did not think that it was going to happen. And so when it did, when this opportunity came about, it was a huge, just like, answered prayer. So yeah, we're gonna spend a couple days in Fort Lauderdale with my grandparents, and then we're gonna go down to Miami, which I'm super excited about. If you don't know, I'm originally from Miami. Nick and I have been together for almost 20 years, and he has never been to Miami. He's been down to Fort Lauderdale, but we've never gone down to Miami. So I'm very excited to take him around, take him to the little like hole-in-the-wall family-owned places that we love to eat, take him to see like the high school I went to and the house I grew up in and that kind of stuff. I think that'll be a fun little like trip down memory lane. All of the Cuban food, and then we will be boarding a Disney cruise. So we are going to be on the Disney I'll say the Disney Wonder. That is not true. The Disney Dream, sailing out of Fort Lauderdale, so out of Port Everglades. This is going to be a 4-night cruise, so we'll be on the cruise from Monday to Friday. This is a Maritime cruise, so it's Christmas themed. I'm so excited. We have done a Maritime cruise. We've done one other Disney cruise that was back in 2020. I'll say 2018. And it was also a Maritime cruise. We loved it. All the Christmas decorations were so beautiful. There was Santa. There was like a gingerbread house on the ship. All the things. So I'm very excited. We have been collecting a bunch of things, hauling stuff. The next segment, I'm going to be showing you guys all the things that we have hauled and just kind of all the things that we have been hoarding for this trip. But a lot of the stuff has been Christmas themed, which I love. So yeah, let's talk about itinerary. So day 1 is going to be a travel day. Obviously, that is going to be on Saturday. That is going to be its own separate vlog. We will show you guys our airport day. Our flight leaves super early in the morning. Our flight leaves at 7 a.m. So we have to be at the airport at 4 a.m. Because boarding starts at 6:15. We are definitely not get to the airport at the last minute, rush to the gate kind of people. Nick is technically disabled. He has a hard time walking on top of his kidney issues. He has some hemoglobin issues. His hemoglobin's usually low, so that makes him kind of weak. His blood pressure is very high. So he has just kind of an amalgamation of things. He has bad knees. So all these things combined make it hard for him to walk long distances. So we always have special accommodations on his airline tickets. So he will have someone help him be wheeled through the airport. So we have to be at the airport even earlier for that. And so he can kind of take his time to get to the gate. So we will be at the airport super early on Saturday morning. We're dropping our dogs off at the boarding tomorrow. And then we have a non-stop direct flight, which is amazing. We're flying with JetBlue, which we've never flown with JetBlue before, so I'm excited to try them out. The tickets were actually really cheap. This whole trip, it's the kind of thing where everything seemed to fall into line, and just it was a domino effect of positive things making this trip possible. And that was one of the things, that the airline tickets were actually really inexpensive. We paid half the price this trip that we did the last time we went to Disney World, which Orlando is always more expensive because it's Orlando. But these tickets were super cheap. So, yeah, we're flying with JetBlue, like I said. We arrive in Fort Lauderdale at 2:30, which is super early, which I'm really excited about. And we are staying in a hotel. We're not staying with my grandparents. We're staying in a hotel closer to the airport and the port. They are about 20 minutes away from my grandparents. And then I think Saturday night, we'll probably go to dinner. Ale House is a restaurant that we both love. They had one here. Originally, I had it growing up in Florida. They put 2 of them here, actually, in Vegas, I don't even know, 10 years ago or something. We've been married for 10 years, so longer than that, probably 12 years ago. And then they closed during COVID. So we go to Ale House anytime we are in Florida. So we will definitely be doing that. We'll try to probably have dinner with my grandparents that night. Then Sunday, we are going to go down to Miami. I'm sure we'll see my grandparents too. And then we're going to go down to Miami, try some of those food places I was talking about, do a little bit of that memory lane nostalgia trip that I was saying. My dad passed away when I was 2 years old. So I grew up with my grandmother taking me to the cemetery where he was buried and seeing his name placard thing, and my grandmother would change out the flowers and clean it up a little bit, clean up any weeds or dust or whatever that had kind of blown on his name plaque. So I have such vivid memories of doing that with my grandmother. And I haven't been back to the cemetery where my dad is for probably over 15 years. So it is definitely time to go back. So Nick already knows we're doing that, and of course he's super supportive in that. And then we'll probably see all my aunts and cousins live in Florida. Not all, but most of them. So we'll probably spend some time with them as well. Maybe do some shopping. And yeah, just have kind of a relaxed day on Sunday. Monday morning, we are going to see. So that's day one. Actually, I should say. So day 1 was travel day. Its own vlog. Our days in Florida. I'll probably end that vlog once we get to Florida, and then pick it back up for our Florida vlog. Or being home vlog. So that'll be Friday evening to Sunday morning. Told you we're doing day 2 Saturday. Day 3 is embarkation day, but we will. So Monday morning we will meet with my grandmother, my paternal grandmother, for some breakfast. She has a condo, like a 55 plus condo, um, not far from my other grandparents' house. So we'll meet with her for breakfast, kind of say goodbye to everybody, and then I'll end that vlog there. And then we will pick up for the third vlog in this series, which will be our cruise vlog. I think I'm just going to make one long weekly cruise vlog. I was going to do each day, but I think that's just going to be a lot of editing and just kind of stretching out the videos longer than I want to because I have end of the year stuff planned for later in December. So I think I'm going to make one week long cruise video. So the itinerary for the cruise, Monday is embarkation day. Our port arrival time is 1 p.m. So we're going to be taking our rental car back to the airport. I didn't say that. We're going to be getting a rental car. Our rental car back to the airport, and then we will take an Uber probably from the airport to Port Everglades, which is only like a 10-minute drive, I think. And then we will embark on the ship. Monday is embarkation day, like sail away time. We will get our stateroom. You'll see all of that. And then day 2 will be what is day 2? Day 2 is a sea day. So last cruise we did was only 3 nights. We didn't have an actual sea day. We kind of created a sea day for ourselves, but this cruise has a dedicated sea day. So that day we will probably just hang out by the pool. They always have activities, trivia, different kind of shows, magicians, comedians, karaoke, like which we would never do karaoke, but all kinds of different things. There's a movie theater on board, so we're hoping Zootopia 2 will be playing. Yeah, it'll just be kind of a chill. We do have our room. I should tell you about that. Our room is a family veranda, so we do have a veranda, a balcony. We did a guaranteed stateroom, which means that you pick what kind of room, the room type you want, but they assign you the room. So they assigned us the room. We already know what room we got. So we'll be able to hang out on our veranda as well. And so that will be Tuesday. Then Wednesday is actually Nick's birthday. That's another thing. We're gonna be on the cruise ship for Nick's birthday, which is really exciting. Wednesday is gonna be Nassau. So the itinerary for this cruise is a sea day, Nassau in the Bahamas, and then Castaway Cay, which is Disney Cruise Line's private island. We don't get off the ship in Nassau. I have been there before on a cruise when I was a kid. There isn't really much to do other than the beach, but the next day is going to be a beach day, and they can't be out in the sun that often. I would love to one day go to Atlantis. You can see Atlantis, the big hotel in the Bahamas, from the port, like on the ship. We were able to see it last time. This is the same itinerary we did last time, except we didn't have this sea day. And that was really exciting, so I would love to be able to go there one day and just kind of walk around and see it, maybe go to the water park, but it's like an hour bus ride from the port where the ship is, and it's kind of expensive. It wasn't something that we wanted to do this time, but maybe next time. So Wednesday will kind of be another just like on the ship day. Again, just kind of hanging out, relaxing. So that's what we're gonna do. There's also like a walking track on the ship. There's a mini golf course. There are like pool tables and ping pong tables and like shuffleboard and that kind of thing. So we'll do all of those kind of little things. A lot of the trip will probably be B-roll. I will film like real time as much as I can, but there will probably be a lot of B-roll, just because we are going to be just relaxing. I am bringing my laptop with me, so I'm hoping to get some writing done on the cruise. I want to just kind of sit up on the deck, maybe watch the sunrise, or on a balcony with some coffee, all of the food. But I definitely want to get some writing done, read some books. I'm super behind on my reading goal for the year, so I'd love to maybe catch up on some books. And yeah, just relax. So that's going to be on Wednesday. And then Thursday is Castaway Cay, which is Disney's private island. They do a 5K on Castaway Cay. It used to be pretty structured, like an actual official 5K. Now it's definitely more relaxed. You kind of do it your own pace. There's no like pacers. There's no, it's basically like on the honor system. You get off when you want to get off. You go to like their bike rental area, say I'm doing the 5K, and you come back and tell them when you finish the 5K. Again, it's kind of on the honor system. Then they give you a medal. And then you don't have to like prove anything. But again, be kind, guys. Don't like fake your way through a 5K to get a medal. But a bunch of us are people create Facebook groups of the specific sailing, so people can start talking and talk about like, because it's a Christmas cruise, they're doing like ornament exchanges and that kind of thing. People are talking about a group of us doing the 5K together. So I will probably get off the ship right when we can disembark at like 8:30. Nick will stay on the ship because he can't really do a 5K. Do the 5K, I'm going to be walking, maybe light jogging, definitely no running. Do the 5K, get a medal. It'll be my first Disney 5K. in the Bahamas on an island. Castaway Cay is literally like heaven on earth. I love it. So I'm very excited about that. Then I'll go back to the ship, maybe shower if I need to or whatever. Get Nick, and then we will come back to the island. Castaway Cay is gorgeous, first of all. Second of all, it has a adults only area. The ship does also have an adults only area where we will be hanging out. Has an adults only area called Serenity Bay. It has its own barbecue where they have, like, of course, burgers and hot dogs, that kind of thing. But they also have like steak, and there's a bar, and it's just more grown up, obviously. And last time we were like the only people. There was maybe like two other couples pretty far down on the beach, and it was literal like heaven on earth. So I'm so excited to get to go there and like sit with my book, get a drink, and just sit and relax. So that'll be Thursday, and then Friday is disembarkation day. So that will be our travel day. So that will be the third vlog. So there'll be a travel day, or fourth vlog, I should say. Travel day, Florida vlog, cruise vlog, and then travel day. So I will probably show you like our disembarkation, getting off the ship, showing that process. We will be taking a bus to the airport pretty early, which kind of sucks because our flight isn't until like 6 o'clock, and we'll probably be at the airport at like 10. So I may just try to sit and get some writing done, maybe some work done. While at the airport, we'll just hang out, relax, whatever. And then we will come home. So yeah, that is the itinerary for our trip. I'm super excited to bring you guys along with us on this and show you guys how everything goes, and get to like film this so we can watch it later on in years to come. I love documenting our life and documenting our trips together and all the things. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this section of the video here, and I will take it back. I already filmed this, so we're kind of going back in time a little bit. The magic of YouTube time travel. To talk about all the things that I have hauled, or we have hauled for this trip. So yeah, let's go back and talk about that. Okay, guys, now that we have talked about our trip itinerary, where we're going, when we're leaving, all the things, let's talk about some of the things that we've bought for the trip. So I'm going to do a quick little haul segment and show you guys all of the things that we have been accumulating and buying and starting to kind of hoard over the last month to take on this trip with us. If you've ever watched any of my packing vlogs or trip announcement videos in the past, then you will know that something that I do, I picked this up from Blair Lamb, I'll tag her channel down below, years ago, is to have a set, like a basket or area of your closet or a cabinet or drawer or something where you keep travel stuff. And so we have a basket in our closet. I always keep our travel things in there, things that we know we always take with us. Neck pillows for the airplane, any like extra toiletry stuff we have, things like beach shoes or pool shoes that I never use here when we're home. I always take with us when we travel, things like that. All those things stay in that basket. And then anytime we have a trip planned, whether it's to Disneyland or to Florida or whatever it may be, we start kind of hoarding things, like I said, and adding to that basket. So that is what I have been doing. Our collection of things has outgrown our basket. Everything is kind of like spilled over into a corner of our closet. So I can't just show you a basket, but I'm going to bring out the bags and all the stuff that we have and kind of show you guys what we have been accumulating. Okay, so this is the basket that we usually use. Like I said, we keep in our closet. We put things in it. We leave travel things in it. As you can see, it's kind of spilling over. So this is, like I said, kind of an amalgamation of things that we already had, things that we have bought, things that we have been ordering for the past month since we decided to go on this trip, things like that. So let's kind of go through everything that's just kind of thrown in here right now. And then once we start packing tonight, then we will kind of sort everything out and figure what belongs to who, if it's going in our suitcases, if it's going in our carry-on, or not our carry-ons, but our backpacks, and kind of what is what. So, but I'm going to go ahead and show you guys. So I'm just going to kind of grab things at random. So I have this little bag. I got this in an Owl Crate box actually a while ago. You can see it has like dragons on it. I think it's like Fourth Wing inspired. It's supposed to be like a little insulated snack bag, but honestly, I'm probably like never going to use this for a snack bag. But I thought it'd be a nice little pouch to put pens in, markers, that kind of thing. I'm thinking about maybe bringing my coloring books. I have a couple of those. I don't know how you pronounce it. It's like OEO or something. Coloring books. But I have a huge like 50 count marker set up. And I don't want to bring that whole thing, so I might put some markers in here and pens and stuff so I can journal, I can color, all those kinds of things while we're on the plane. Then these are just Nick's like swim trunks. Nick, because of his dialysis port that he has embedded in his abdomen right now, he can't actually go in the pool or hot tub. He's not supposed to, because it could be like a like germy environment, and all the chlorine and everything. But he can go in the ocean, so we're gonna bring these. We'll see if he actually does go into the ocean. He'll probably just like sit on the beach, maybe sit like where the waves are coming up. But he won't be going in the pool. But we are gonna bring those just in case. This is a Christmas cruise. It is a Disney Maritime cruise. So it's Christmas themed, and on one of the nights, I think it might be the first night, people wear Christmas pajamas, because they light the Christmas tree, Santa comes out, it's the first night of the cruise, all the things, so people wear pajamas. So we got a bunch of Disney pajamas. I actually convinced Nick to get matching pajamas with me, which I'm super excited about. We're going to take our Christmas pictures while we're on the ship in our pajamas, so we can send those out with our Christmas cards. So this is just one pair that I got. I ended up getting a few pairs. This is just one pair. These are shorts from Old Navy. Super cute. All of the like pajamas, I think last week or the week before, were like $5. So super cheap too, and really cute. And I can obviously wear these at home too, so I'm really excited for those. And then I got a bunch of Disney like Christmas themed socks, which are super cute. I need to have socks when I'm sleeping. I hate for my feet to be cold when I'm sleeping, so this will be perfect. And then I have this little pouch that one of my best friends gave me a few years ago for my birthday. You can see it has like the Disney World castle on it. Usually I put makeup in here. I don't plan on bringing a ton of makeup with me, so I don't want to bring like my huge makeup. I don't have a big makeup carrier, but I have a pretty big makeup bag. I don't want to bring that one with me, so I think I'm just going to put a few things in here. The only time I think I'll really be doing my makeup on the ship is maybe for dinner, if we dress up a little bit more. And on Wednesday, it is Nick's birthday, so I'll do that. Then I don't know for sure if I'm going to wear this. We'll see. I have this shirt that says Just Keep Cruising. This is from Blair Lamb's shop. This is from years ago. I don't even know if she still carries this or not. It is from like years and years ago. Probably, well, the last time we did our cruise was in 2018. So it's probably from 2017. It is a little tank top. I think I probably will wear it. I wore it our first cruise, so I think it'd be nice to kind of continue the tradition. And it's super cute. Okay, then we have my bathing suit. I obviously can go in the pool, can go in the hot tub, so I might do that a little bit, and then I can just kind of hang out. Disney Cruise Line has what they call funnel vision, so they have a giant funnel in the middle of the ship, and there is a big screen on it, and they play movies on it, things like that. So I'm sure we'll sit out by the pool and everything, and then of course we'll go on the beach. I threw a hair tie in here because I did not want to forget to bring one. Actually, I think I'm going to put it inside the little castle bag so that it's not just like floating around. We have these little like waterproof pouches for your phones. We'll probably use this maybe on the beach day. I'm not 100% sure if we will actually use it, but we'll see. I used this when I went to a water park here in town back in May, and it's actually really good. It was actually really watertight. Like, I had my phone in the wave pool and didn't get wet at all, so actually I think that might be kind of fun to take in the water. You can see Dobby's sitting right here because he is hoping that he'll somehow get stowed away in in one of the suitcases. I have this little Mickey zip-up bag. You see the zipper down there? My mom gave me this. I'm not sure what I'll use it for, but it's super cute, and obviously it's appropriate for a trip, so I just threw it in here. See if I end up needing an extra little pouch for something along the way. I'm cracking up at Dobby sitting here looking all like pathetic. As soon as this basket comes out, he knows that like we're going somewhere and he's going to be going to boarding, so he's trying to be all pathetic. So we have this little like a crossbody bag that says Disney Cruise Line Castaway Club. So for Disney Cruise Line, your first cruise you are a silver or gold member, second is silver, and then so 2 to 5 is silver. After your 5th cruise, you are I don't think it's platinum. I forget what's after. And then like after your 10th cruise, I think is platinum, and then after your like 20th cruise or something is diamond. So this is our 2nd cruise. So they give away little gifts every time in your stateroom depending on what level you are. This is what we got last time. I use this all the time in the parks. I really like it, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring it. I don't know if I'll use it like around the ship. I did last time, but I'll probably use it on the beach. So yeah, I'm gonna bring that. And then I have, these are shirts that I already had that I pulled from our closet that will obviously like fit well with the theming of the trip and everything. So I have this like Disney, I'm trying to open it up. I have this super cute Christmas Disney shirt. I've had this for a little while. I think I got this at, actually I think this one's from a Hollister. Yeah, I got this at Hollister a couple years ago. You can see it's Mickey and Minnie dressed as Santa. Super cute. I think I'll probably wear that one of the days. And then, or I could just wear it like up when I run upstairs. Usually in the mornings I'll like run upstairs to the buffet to get coffee. Or I really want to try to like wake up early and take my laptop upstairs, like up to the deck and just sit and write or get some work done or whatever while like the sun is rising or something. So I could definitely wear that when I'm doing that. I'll talk about that stuff in a minute. And then this, I don't know what this is. Let's see. Again, this is a Christmas cruise, so I'm bringing like different Christmas things I have. This is a shirt themed to National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. It says, "You serious, Clark?" Love that movie. That's one of Nick's favorite movies also. I made this shirt actually a few years ago. So same thing, I brought that so that I can wear it just like around the ship and have it be like Christmas themed. I'm just bringing some like biker shorts. Oh, that's another thing actually. I am going to be doing, so on Disney's Private Island, they do a 5K. I'm going to do that. I'm going to leave Nick on the ship in the morning and go do that. So I'm bringing some biker shorts so that I have obviously stuff to wear so I'm not like super hot. So maybe I'll wear one of those shirts when I do the 5K just to kind of keep the theme going. So these are like pool shorts, surf shorts, whatever you want to call them. I have those to wear around the deck. I have another bathing suit. These are the shorts to the other bathing suit that I showed you guys. And this, I don't know if I'm actually going to end up bringing this. If you've watched my previous packing vlogs, you have seen this bag. I have had this bag for years. This is from Amy's Small World. Unfortunately, she actually ended up closing her shop this year. So you can no longer get these. But I have, I think, 4 of these. This is like the largest bag, and then there's like this extra large. I think there's a large, a medium, and a small. You can see in here I have a mini hat. I have our magic bands, which we won't need this time. Those are for Disney World. Usually my Mickey or my Minnie ears are in here as well. But those are still in my bag from when we went to Disneyland in October. So I don't know if I'm going to bring this or not because I don't actually need any of this. I rarely wear this hat, even though it's really cute. It's kind of uncomfortable. So I don't wear it very often. So I don't know if I'm going to bring this or not. Or I might take these out and maybe use the bag for something else. We'll see. But I have that. That is one of the things that always stays in this basket. And you can see we have bought some stuff from Old Navy. I don't know if there's even anything in here. And then, so here we have the pajamas and stuff that we bought from Old Navy to wear like matching. So this is going to be Nick's shirt. You can see it is Mickey, and he has like a Santa hat on, and he's holding, I think he's holding a little present or something. Or maybe not. I think he just has a scarf on. But that's going to be Nick's shirt that he's going to wear. We got these shorts, these like plaid shorts that have like Mickeys on them. I think we both got the same ones, so we're going to be wearing those. And on Facebook, people create cruise groups for each particular sailing because people do different things like fish extenders, which I'll show you what that means or what that is when we're on the ship. We're not actually doing that part of it. People do that. People set up like group meetup times or times to take like a group picture, things like that. So in our Facebook group, people have all been talking about wearing matching pajamas, like their families wearing matching pajamas, and on what day and stuff. So I know we're not going to be the only ones doing that. And then I got this little sweater, which I think is super cute. And honestly, I would totally wear this like normally. So I'll probably end up wearing this to work on like Christmas Eve or something. I think that'll be super cute with like some leggings. So I'll probably end up wearing that to dinner one of the nights. Super, super cute. And then that is, oh, glad I saw that. Got some new eyeliner. And then I got some more socks. These are like fuzzy mini socks. Those are super cute. This is the other pair of pajama bottoms. And then here is my shirt.
This is the one I'm gonna wear. It's Mickey with a Santa hat. So we're wearing the same pajama bottoms, but not the same top. But we'll be, you know, basically matching. And then I think that is it for our basket. I do have these magnets, which I will show you why I have those in a minute. Hair tie, so I need to put that away. So let me grab this. I'm gonna fold all this up really quick, try to put it back in here in some like semblance of order, and then I'll get the rest of the stuff that we have. Okay, so here's the next batch of stuff. As you can see, we got a lot of stuff from Old Navy. So this is just some leggings. I bought new leggings for the trip. I plan on bringing a dress for one night. A dress that's also from Old Navy. For dinner, like I said, probably on Nick's birthday. So I got some leggings to go underneath it. And then these are my pool shoes, like beach shoes that I'll be wearing, or might wear up on the deck. These are some like cheap little like slides that we got for Nick on Amazon. They were like $9. Just for him to wear up on the deck. Like I said, he can't get in the pool anyways, so he can just wear these around the deck so his shoes don't get wet. Maybe wear them on the beach. We got him a couple of little tank tops off Amazon. Again, these were cheap too, like $8 each or something. Just again to wear up on the top deck because we are going to be in the Bahamas, so it's probably going to be hot. So we got him a couple little tank tops to wear. That's the other one. I got him a gray and a blue. And then this stuff. So actually, let me grab. I want to try to keep this stuff together. So this stuff. On Disney Cruise Line, I don't know if other cruise lines do it, but on Disney Cruise Line, you are allowed to decorate your stateroom door. People put up like different magnets that they buy. There's a bunch. You usually can buy them on like Etsy. People make magnets to say like our family cruise or the year of the cruise or how many cruises they've been on or whatever. So for Nick, I'm going to decorate our door, like kidney donor themed. I've seen people do this like on their windows in Disney World. We've seen it on people's cars, just like everyday life. I've seen people who like hand out like business cards, all kinds of things to try to find a donor for someone who needs a kidney or any other organ. So that is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna decorate our door for that. So I have some green like fairy lights, battery operated, because you cannot bring like plug-in kind on the ship. So green lights, magnets for everything because everything on the ship is metal, so like you can magnetize everything to your door and to the walls around your door in the hallway. I got some green magnet letters, so with these I'm going to spell out like donate life or Nick needs a kidney or something like that. And then I got some oh no, that's the box for the lights. And then these are like magnetic hooks to hang up the lights. And then I think, are they in here? Yeah. These we already had. We use these on our fridge, but they're magnets, but we use them as like chip clips, but they really could be used for anything, but they're magnetic. So I'm gonna bring these, and I printed out, I don't have them up here, they're downstairs, so I'll have to show them to you guys at some point, or maybe you'll see it when I put it on the door. I made some little flyers that have like some information about Nick and how to become a kidney donor and who to call and like what blood type he is, that kind of thing. And I'm going to clip them onto the door, that way if anybody wants to take a flyer they can. And then I made a little like about me page that'll get magnetized to our door, so that people kind of know a little bit about him and his story. And who knows, there are people who donate kidneys to random people that they don't know, anonymously, so you never know. So we're gonna do that. I think that'll be really cute, and Nick is excited about that. And then we have some more. I don't know if this is I think this might be Nick's actually. This is just like a little sweatshirt, little red. It's like a really simple sweatshirt. They had these at Old Navy for both men and women, and we both got some. We really like them. I think this one is Nick's. Medium. I'm not sure. They both the men and women kind of look the same, but I think this is Nick's. So I hope I bring that to wear around when we're in Florida. I'm sure it's going to be a little bit colder than it will be in the Bahamas. So he has that. And yeah, I think that is everything that we have for our little haul. Everything else is just like our normal clothes that we're going to pack up. So I will show you guys that later tonight. Nick is doing laundry right now. So we have like all our clean clothes, obviously. And then tonight we will get packing.
Okay, guys, the lighting is not great, but I am back. Thanks to the magic of YouTube. It is now several hours later. It is almost 5. I'm currently on my way home, and we are going to jump into the next segment of this video, which is going to be our packing segment. It is time to start packing for our trip. I do work tomorrow. Nick and I both work tomorrow, but I'm working from home. So we're gonna get the majority of our packing done tonight, and then any last minute little bit things we have tomorrow we will do. But I'll show you the bulk of our packing today. Most of it will probably be B-roll, but I will at some point talk you through maybe some of the outfits that I have chosen and stuff. But yeah, let's get home. Gonna have a quick bite to eat and then get to packing. So I will bring you guys along for that.
Okay, guys, so I thought that I would do a little voiceover moment here while we pack. So Nick and I tend to have different styles when it comes to packing. Nick likes to just bring a general grouping of things, and he kind of decides in the moment, day of, what he's gonna wear. I start planning my outfits kind of ahead of time. I'm already thinking about them weeks ahead of time, and I pack specifically for each day, and I think about each day in itself and what we're gonna be doing. Typically, I am a pretty good packer. We have had these suitcases for a long time, so we have kind of played the game of Tetris with them enough times to know what fits in them. And we use packing cubes, which makes it easier. And typically, I can pack pretty easily, but for some reason this time I was just having a hard time and was getting frustrated with it, and decided to end it there. Okay, guys, there you have it. That is our trip announcement slash itinerary slash packing video. It is Friday now. It's about 8:17. We are finishing up the last little bits. Gonna get ready to start getting showered, get to bed early because we have to get to the airport at 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. Thank you so much for watching this and for coming along on this trip with us. I'm super excited to bring you guys along and show you our trip to Florida, a cruise, how much riding I get done, and just continue on this exciting part of this 90-day challenge.